currently working on the last few flowers for the last part of the current polystyrene drawing project, which is finishing the Hispanic floral embroidery pattern for the jacket. These last few flowers are on the left side of the back of the jacket. I'm currently working on this flower. I finished this flower and then did this one during the morning hours. Went to bed around 1 to 2 p.m. and then woke up around 9:30 p.m. The last thing I did before going to bed at that time was to start drawing and detailing this flower. And when I woke up around 9:30 p.m., I continued working on this flower. It was around 6:30 in the morning when I had a peanut butter and jelly bagel, much like the ones I'm having now. Only this time around, I used for jelly the new jar of Wegmans branded jelly, whereas for the peanut butter and jelly bagel Dad made for me, in the morning, he used a jar of jelly that he got from Aldi's the other day. I slightly prefer the Wegmans version. Both jars of jelly taste good, but I'm used to jelly being more liquid-like rather than solid-like. And the fact that jelly tends to be more liquidy than peanut butter makes it easy to do what both Dad and I now do, more peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. At least for bagels, which is to first spread the peanut butter on both halves, then do the same for the jelly. without mixing up the peanut butter and jelly too much. I had that 6:30 a.m. peanut butter and jelly sandwich with my I had my first cup of coffee a little before that point. Had some of it then refilled the cup in order to make it look like a full cup of coffee. So technically I had a combination of my first and second cup of coffee with that peanut butter and jelly bagel sandwich. And then about half an hour later, I had some of the Skinny Pop popcorn that there is a bag of at Dad's place. That same popcorn from the other day. I recall having coffee roughly from 6:30 Actually, I'm thinking more 6:15 in the morning. To about 9 or 10 in the morning. And then around 12:30 p.m. I had the leftover pieces of the pizza Dad modified and cooked the other night. Last night, I recall first having that Skinny popcorn yesterday too. I primarily worked on the polystyrene drawing during the morning to late morning hours. And I went to bed somewhere between 1 and 2 p.m. because at the time I was feeling a little tired. and figured that during the night I only got 2 to 3 hours of sleep, as I tend to do these days. Initially, my mom was going to pick me up today around 4:45 p.m. Yeah, but ultimately I decided against that. Instead opting to have Mom pick me up tomorrow. Since around 11:30 in the morning, the time I made that decision, I wasn't done with the current polystyrene drawing project and wasn't sure that I would be able to finish it by 4:45 p.m. To go from being at Dad's place to Mom's place, and for me to have all my Sharpie markers there would require me to pack up all these Sharpie markers into my marker satchel and lose the color patterns that I decided that I would use when coloring and detailing these flowers. And there would be some difficulty in getting those color patterns back once at Mom's place. And even though I started the project I'm working on now at a place that Mom and I go to sing karaoke every now and then, I don't feel comfortable working on something so detailed in a public place. Since I tend not to have as much room to work on polystyrene drawing projects, I have no problem working on polystyrene drawing projects in public just not for a project that's nearly done. And that's as detailed as this one has become. Plus, around 11:30 in the morning, I didn't think I would be able to complete all of the outlining for the Leprechaun Cup in time to be able to just color it while at Fatso's Bar and Grill. Plus, there's a non-zero chance when I'm at these places that someone will accidentally spill a drink or otherwise some damage will come to the polystyrene drawing project I'm working on. At times, that concern tends to be at the back of my mind at time to time. It just tends to make me a little vigilant. While at these bars, pubs that do karaoke nights. But otherwise, I'm able to work on polystyrene drawing projects just fine at these places. Though I do prefer to work on them either at Mom's place or Dad's place. I felt a little bad for deciding not to go to Fatso's with my mom. Since it's been a while since I was last staying at Mom's place, and plus I know both her friends to some extent and the karaoke host for Fatso's Bar and Grill. And I kind of contemplated that decision to some extent until I decided to go to bed somewhere between 1 and 2 p.m. Though ultimately, to some extent, I figured there would be more opportunities to go to places on karaoke nights with my mom, including Fatso's Bar and Grill. Plus, this way, I'll have a new polystyrene drawing project to show the karaoke host, since I know he likes seeing them. And by that I mean I don't bring the completed projects. I take a picture of the front of each completed project. I figure this way, hopefully I can have the polystyrene drawing project done by tomorrow morning. Though even now I'm not entirely sure if I'll be able to do that.